What's up, Rockstars? Today I have the pleasure of showing off Eusopia. This is a card game I've been looking to play for quite some time. I'm glad to finally get a copy of it, show you guys it. I can tell you already, it passed the test. Right side up when I turn it around, not upside down. So good on them for that. Why is it already out of the box? Because they wrote in Sharpie all the addresses and all that kind of stuff, and I don't want you guys crazily coming to my door saying, please sign my gravestone or something weird like that, like you guys would do. So I just took it out of the box, whatever. Anyway, I'm really pumped for this, really am. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. Now, because I've already taken it out of the box, so it was just a box, I'll open it up, there it is. I want to thank my patrons and YouTube members before I swap over to the highly detailed top-down camera that you guys are used to seeing on these unboxings. That's because I'm so thankful for them. That camera angle, this camera is thanks to them, and I am greatly appreciative of it, along with everything else that they do for the channel. A lot of the content you see on here is thanks to them. A lot of how you see it is thanks to them. So if you like the channel, if you appreciate the content that I bring, even $1 a month helps a lot. There is a link down below in the description, and I greatly appreciate you clicking on that link and checking out what I offer over on Patreon. Thank you so much. With that out of the way, let's go and jump right to it right now. Alright guys, let's go ahead and take a look. LCG combined with a purely tactical board. Eusopia demo box coming soon on Kickstarter. Right now I can tell you the texture feels very interesting on this prototype. I love prototypes, they're always so different. Looks like on the back here they actually kind of know what they're doing here. Find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. They have a website and an email and even a address there, a demo version box contents, and I have some info about it, which I really dig. I think that's super cool. Very heavy box, like I said. Well, I mean, not very, I mean, for the size, very heavy. I'll put it that way. And here we get some prototypeness. So we got some padding there. Keep everything nice and snug. Preview some cards belonging to extra decks available if the stretch goals will be unlocked. We will look at this at the end. That's exciting. I love stuff like this. The other prototype I got that was kind of like this was oh gosh, what was that? It was the Slavic travel. Why can't I Force of Radgost? And again, love the kind of just little touches like this are super fun. And I feel the unboxing kind of just interesting for everybody, because it's always fun to open something like that up, right? I mean, that's just cool. I hope you guys get as much enjoyment as I do about stuff like that. It's just nice to kind of have it. Look at that. There we go. Oh, look at this. This is kind of the different areas by the looks of it. And then, okay, what do we got here? I'll pause this so you guys can read it. Okay, so there's that. You guys can go ahead and read that. And then, oh man, so much. We also have this. There you are. Okay, very cool. Alright, so then in the box we got some more padding. So it takes that padding out. And let's see, we got some tokens here. Again, very temporary tokens, of course. This actually looks like, okay, here we go. I was like, this doesn't look like it's been opened, my goodness, but it's right down here. It's upside down. So just some basic kind of stuff here, probably to denote different buffs and stuff like that. I'm going to zoom in. I think we're ready to zoom in now on some of this stuff. So, here's an 8. And this is very thin. This is like Chronicle X Wave 1 kind of like skinniness. Where it's kind of frustrating even as a prototype reviewer, which I'm often doing. They're not cut centered. Looks like almost kind of like a Dragon Ball there. Look at that. There's a 1-star Dragon Ball. Found on Gohan's hat. No, I think that was 3. Anyway, the point is that it can be difficult to pick up. Right, that's kind of the whole point. That being said, it looks like it is double-sided, which I do appreciate. The one-sided tokens are the bane of my existence, and I'm never happy with them, pretty much. They're annoying. I understand sometimes they're game mechanics. I tend not to appreciate those game mechanics very much. These are fancy-looking dice. Look at these. My wife likes this. She loves dice. All right, let's take a look. This looks quite nice. I dig these. These are very pretty. The white looks quite good. It's not the... I mean, these are just whatever dice they probably threw in here, but I'm going to critique them anyway because it's fun. You can see them go up on the sides a little bit unevenly, both in coverage and in just the crisp line there. But they are still quite a good white. You can see a little bit in there, a little bit in there. So if I'd paid for these, I would have been a little kind of bummed about this, but it is a prototype and I didn't, and so I won't. I'm just going to show them off, and I love the marble design. It's actually pretty uniform here between the two dice that I'm seeing too. Now, anytime you get marble dice, they look pretty, but they're not balanced because it's really impossible to purely balance this, perfectly. That being said, you're using Chiswick's dice anyway that are meant to roll more and not necessarily evenly anyway. You'd want square dice for that, like you'd find in a casino, so not too concerned about that either. Either way, these look quite nice, and I just happened to line them up. That was not on purpose. Maybe it was like that in here, and I just happened to. There's no way I'm that lucky. Where the one was showing on the same side on both of them and stuff like that. Was not intentional. I'm not that good. Alright. We got some cubes here with some numbers. This looks like a game I'd get in like the math room in middle school or something like that. They're like, oh, this is fun. We call it cribbage. Yeah, you know what? It's math. And it is a little fun. But that's besides the point. My kids would love to play with these. Love the color. Very Ronald McDonald, but that's okay. The red and yellow definitely stand out. Looks like we got Q1. No, I'm kidding. That's probably 10. It almost looks like they... My goodness, man. Did you write this by hand? If so, you make great 8s, first of all. This looks like it was written by hand. Oh my goodness. You have been busy. There's no way. You stamped this or so. No, this looks like that. I love this. This is great. Look at that. You can see like where the... Right there, and then they went back up, and so there's that little bit of smudge where you change direction. Oh my goodness. That is so cool. Dude, you do some... I have chicken scratch. Look at those 4s. That's super, like, stylized, man. Oh, boy. Now, if that's 6 or a 9, you didn't draw a line for me. Oh, no. And there's a 7 and a 10. Oh, brutal. I think it's a 9. I don't know what these are used for, but I dig it, and the fact I want to treasure this. This is awesome. Do you guys get a kick out of it like I do when you see stuff like this? Yeah, see, look, this 8's a little bit different because they didn't quite line it up. It's almost like a Venn diagram. Ah, that's awesome. I love that. Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to do that. That must have taken a long time. Whoever you are. I don't know who did it. Ooh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Laminated. I like it. These are some exclusive components for the deluxe version. Resin dice holder D20. The deluxe version also counts double card quantity for a targeted and effective deck building. Interesting. So we got some 3D print of the stand right now. Looks like we got a few of those. Oh, look at that. Different colors. And then you got your D20 there. That fits right in there. Not on the 2. My goodness. There we go. Hold on. That's how you want it. Okay, well, let's take a look at these. So instead of blue, we got red. I love the color choices. And the marbling is actually, again, quite nice. There's a lot of it. Looks like this isn't... Well, no, this is almost... This is pretty close. I don't think these are the same balance, but quantity-wise of marbling, sometimes you get ones that aren't marbled very much. I think this is marbled a little bit more than this one. And I really like the non-marbled darker red anyway, but these are, my wife is going to steal these. That's what's going to happen. 100% she's going to steal these. So I'll have to hound them down every time I want to play the game. And I like the little dice stands. That's fun. I dig it. She'll like that too. Alright, well, I'm sure she's going to end up playing me with this now, just because it has dice and she likes that. And card games. Her and I play Magic the Gathering all the time. Okay, speaking of cards, let's focus on the cards camera. There we go. So speaking of cards, let's look at some cards. Let's start here. Mana Source. Okay, so we got some lands. Is that an island or a swamp? Or no, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Okay, we got black rims. So prototype-wise, these are not cut straight, obviously, and they're fairly thin, and they're fairly slippery, and they look nice. Like when it comes to coloration and all that, I'm actually quite impressed with that. I like the different colors here. And it's kind of like the main, I think got blue and red and green and orange and purple and even a pink by the looks of it there. Kind of interesting. So we got one mana source, and then we have, it looks like the looks like placeholder image. Okay, so there, don't get used to that mana source like that. It's a placeholder image. For all of these. Well, for a placeholder image, they look quite nice. I wonder if they're going for a lot of different arts, and there's just not enough, and maybe that's what it is. It looks like this has a 1 on it, that has a 2 on it, that has a 3 on it, 4, there's less and less 5, and then an actual like cube, which is kind of interesting. I wonder if you roll this, that'd be kind of cool if you know do one of these. I get 13 of them. I doubt that's the case. Either way, there's that. All right, then let's take a look at some of these decks here. Now, I am not going to show every card. I'm sorry, but if you want to see every card, let me know in the comments below. I can take a picture for you, and I feel like that's a better use of everybody's time. I can lay some out, take a picture, post it on Instagram or something. You guys can take a look at it, zoom in on it, a lot easier in a picture versus a video, and kind of take a look at everything. But I feel making this an hour and a half of me looking at each card is kind of dumb, and me silently looking through them without a comment makes no sense to me either. So we're just going to kind of generally take a look here. So Nalgar, Confiance, Hellish Army, Ruthless, and Murderer, they use excellent black magic, powering up the allied and applying penalties of opponents. Obviously, this is not like professionally translated, and I'm sure the translation will be better. Hoping the card reads well from my playthrough of big swamps, treacherous and evil green beasts, forbidden realms, desert people with blocking rivals. So this is kind of like, this is a deck by the looks of it here that I can just kind of take and run with. So you got big swamps. Okay, there's that. Oh, so this is big swamps, or maybe there's 3 different decks here. From now on, when your creature is eliminated, 3+, if returned to your hand, it will cost 1 less. I don't know what that means. You got a mutation error monster. I dig it. What's that? 2 health, 1 attack. That's the little heart and the little sword there. And then whatever the plus is, probably a mana cost of some kind, I'm assuming. And then there is a little bit of text down here. This one says, "What is that barrel? Tyrrell, don't think about it. Just hit it." That's hard to read. I would like it to be either a little bit farther away from the edge, and maybe white with an outline or something like that. Maybe a little glow behind it, like the mutation error there or something like that. Either way, something to make it a little bit more easily readable. These are all placeholder images, by the way, so just FYI, for whatever that means. So you got a slave smug, and then we have, it looks like all of them have, there's a lot of different copies, so there's just certainly not a limit of 4 by the looks of it. An angry smug, those smugs, that looks very digital in art, whereas this doesn't. So definitely different artists here in the placeholders. Quicksand, the target returns suspended on its next turn and is dealt 1 damage. Okay, then we got a servant ogre, and then a regular smug. These were the slivers. A clan of smugs. Uh-oh. And it's an obstacle. That's kind of interesting. A smug of the rivers. Those smugs. A disappeared explorer. Missing explorer. Again, I'm sure translation will kind of change things up a little bit. Perfect Kringle. Uh-oh. Not Kringle. Trask Valley. Furious Kringle. Uh-oh. Treacherous Swamp. Tribe of Men. Village Defender. So we're getting all sorts of stuff here. We're going to kind of, the Smugs Eater. Oh no. I dig that. One of the things I like about decks is when they're themed by the card itself, not necessarily even a mechanic, like a Wolves deck or a Smug deck or something like that. I tend to like that. So I dig that. Yeah, quite a bit of variety there, but also definitely thematic. Let's go ahead and take a look at one more. Maybe 2, we'll see. I might go through them a little bit quicker. Let's try and pick something. So, okay, so here I see how, like, see attack and attack. I'm going to pick one of each. So I picked this one here. For actually, let's do... Okay, they actually have the same outside too. Let's do this one and this one. These are the three symbols. So we'll take a look at one of each. So I've already looked at this one. I'm going to take a look at helmet here. And I don't know if it's like aggro, a tanky, and then like party, or I don't know. I don't know what the difference is there. So we will see. All right, and we'll take a look at those extra things too. All right, we're going a little bit quicker through here though. This is purple. That's fun. Suffering. Oh man, is this the black deck? Let's get some suffering in here. Simple soldier. A token card. Courage of the Heroes. That's a cool freaking card. I dig that one. That one looks cool. Arcane Laboratory. Explosion spell. Oh, this has a lot of spells, and the other one didn't at all. Archer Human. It's like a range of 2. So you get some archers in there. Some cheap archers, hopefully. Earthquake spell. Avalanche spell. Bagama spell. Standard Bearer. Standard Bearers are always cool. I dig that. Temple of Indra. Armor's Forge. Kroon, who's a special warrior. Don't mess with him. A battalion of humans. Some light infantry. This is like an army deck. Old Chester Inn. Champion. I like that there's buildings too. That's interesting. Knight of Royal Blood. Vin's a gunman. Electric Tower. Ooh, that's cool. Flames of the Underworld. Jordan the Hitman. Master Horseman, Paladin Human, my goodness, she's got some armor. Heavy Infantry, Heavy Cavalry, Anish the Skies Sorcerer, General Human, and an Electric Storm, and then Havoc a Sorcerer, and Rogan the Giant. 12 health, my goodness. Very cool. Very cool. That was, again, much different than the other one we saw, so I like the variety there. That's pretty cool. Okay, we'll look at one more deck, and then we're going to look at some of the stuff that's left in this box. And then again, we'll look at the special stuff at the end. Alright, one more here. Take a look here. Whatever this one is. Let's take a look. I'm ready for the surprise. Okay, looks like we got pink this time. Mother Nature. And the 2 alpacas. Okay, well, I know what my daughter's picking. That was easy. We also got a wolf, so maybe I'll pick this one. Because I love wolves. Oh, yep, nope, she's not getting it. This is mine. Herd of Wolves. Oh my gosh, I'm sold. A stupid Brent. It's stupid. I freaking... Look at this thing. That is so cool. I love this deck. What the heck? I dig it. He has no attack. It's like having a white wolf. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm all about the wolves. Canyon support, carnivorous plant, a dragon frog. Yes, please. Okay, so gosh, what is it? Not Twisted Forlorn. What is it? Kingdoms Forlorn has a dragon frog. It looks a little bit different than that. A killer Brent. That looks like a dinosaur. An old gorilla. Okay, sure, yeah, why not? A mountain Brent. A jungle Brent. Oh, he looks so smug. A Red Mountains goat. Looks like a freaking anteater goat. A pack leader. Oh, heck yeah. I'm all about the wolves, man. A totem of life. Then we got a Brent Valley and a ferocious grizzly and a herd of Vindras. I like the mix between what you know, like wolves and bears, and then this made up stuff here. A mythological tortoise. Heck freaking yeah. Look at him. Look at him go. Singing a song or something. A legendary phoenix. A puma. Brent of the Rocks, very dinosaurish again. A night werewolf. I don't actually care about werewolves. A rhinodon. Okay, I'm down with it. A glacier's lion. That's interesting. A dark Brent. A Sheridan king wolf. Yeah, that's Okami. Sure, why not? And then a Brentosaur. I dig it. And notice the difference, right? So do you see the difference here between not lit up and then lit up and then lit up this way when it comes to the art? That's kind of interesting too. I don't know what the significance is of that rules wise, but all right, there you go. Now I'm sure these other 3 decks are cool too, and I might take a look at them on camera. We'll see. I'll see where I'm at. Depends on what I find here. So next up we have the rule book. I'm going to zoom out a little bit now. And the rule book is quite small. I actually really dig small rule books like this. It's not even the length of it. It's just I like the size of it in my hands. Introduction, box contents, game purpose. This looks pretty straightforward, though it actually looks quite well done for where they're at right now. This is quite nice. The battlefield cards, card description, build your own deck, sold, have all the wolves, beginning the game, turn phases, list of skills, movements, fighting. I'm assuming no index in this. No index in here. So at the end, it looks like you have kind of a lookup list of skills there. Again, obviously, work in progress here. It'll need an index at the end of the thing, I assume, and maybe a better separation when it comes to headers. And that it's just kind of hard, I think, to really realize, where you're at. And it could just be because some of it's just like walls of text. With nothing breaking it up. So, but again, prototype, so that's fine. And then it looks like the last bit we have here. Here's kind of the box. Really bad. Oh, come on. There we go. Really bad glue job up here. You can kind of see where it's just like all like lippy or whatever. All right. Get this out of the way. I think these are the three I looked at. I want to make sure I separate those just in case. Okay, there we go. Let's open up the battle mat. Now it looks like it's a little bit protected here too. And bigger than I thought it was going to be. Okay, hold on. I'll move that. Goodbye. Let's move these. Goodbye. Move this. Because I think there's a whole another layer here. Okay, wow. Yep, not definitely bigger than I thought it was going to be. So, there is a kind of a right way up based off of this this writing here. Let me zoom out a little bit. Oh my gosh. You kind of see what we're looking at here. Now, one thing that's kind of interesting here, I find, is that these, like, the cards are bigger than this. Like, this is the size of a card. And, oh, no, okay, maybe it just seemed that way. No, they're about the right size. So some players are going to sit here, some players are going to sit here. So you're actually looking at it like this. This is how you would see it. And this is how you play it with your, come on, cards. Okay, so you'd play it like this, and then you have your support, your realm. So realm in the middle and support on either side, and then your cards, so you're moving around there. Which is cool. I dig it. It'd be interesting if they ever made a spot for your deck too. Like, I don't know where my deck goes here, or my discard or something like that. In other words, like fully make it, where it's like the whole game board, like that. It has a spot for everything, but otherwise, very cool. I dig that. Let's look at some of these preview cards here, and then I think we'll be good. All right, let's see. Zoom in a little bit again. Oh, wrong way. There we are. Cool. Let's take a look here. Underwater Worlds, Despicable Theft. And then this is Telga the Big Mermaid. The Big Mermaid. What the heck was she big? This is a Bust Spell. And Jack Byrne. And Sea Dust. And Abyssal Treasure. And Captain Buckler. Okay, see, I remember seeing this. And this doesn't say placeholder art. Instead, it has the artist down here, which is kind of cool. And then Call the Mermaids. And then the Kraken monster. Look at that, 13 health, 13 attack. That's quite interesting. The Fairwalk Mines, Wild Forge. Tool Companion number 6. First of all, is it like the Seven Dwarves, perhaps? That'd be kind of funny. Definitely different art style on that one. The Minotaur Monster. We have Hurst Gold Cannon. Love it. Range 3. Wow, look at that. Or it's range with 3 attack. I don't know how that works. Garor Dwarf of Summits. Haxhelgen, the Merrill Companion number 26. Okay, never mind that. Illicit Desire in the Forbidden Realm. Rare, the Mystic Woman, who's like made of rocks, I guess. Divine Oath Spell. That's a freaking cool card. I dig that one. the Calypsis Pyramid, the Dune Saber, the Mummy, the Undead Baldin, the Sandstorm, Al-Gadir, the Necrophore, a Old Man of Misfortune, a Black Elephant, Aldar Market. I know what my wife would like. She loves the Egyptian stuff, and the Torrid Sun. So, very interesting to note here. It looks like this is definitely a group of things. So you have like mermaids and pirates, right? So you have like this kind of sea deck here with a kraken and stuff like that. And then you have this dwarf area here with like dwarves and minotaurs and like that kind of stuff, which is interesting. And then you have this forbidden realm here, which is like this mystic and oaths and stuff like that. And it looks like it's with this like mummies and this Egyptian setting here, which is very cool to see as well. So at least 3 to 4 different themes that they're going to be exploring there. Very cool to see. I'm actually going to go ahead and look at the other ones. I'm only going to do this unboxing once, so you guys get to see everything. I'm going to, again, just kind of run through them like I just did on this one. But I'm just curious to see all the different themes, because I'm seeing a wide variety right off the bat, which is impressive. That they're doing such a breadth of it. And I'm glad there's a big collection of stuff like that. Okay, this is probably going to be a European kind of thing. This almost looks anime. Very different art style here. Queen Defender. Interesting to see that. Flapping of the wings. And this has a different background, but again, it's work in progress. There's a Citizen, Village of Rebels, energy saving. Oh, that's always good to save some energy. Dr. Criminal's Lab. It looks like a bowling alley almost. An oppression spell. Again, these spells have this kind of different background. Strange machine. We got an airship. Shield and flying. So it's interesting about flying. An archer human. We're getting kind of Norse stuff there. The charmer on that one. The swordswoman on that one. Witch here. And then a trickster gnome. Kind of interesting with a kind of a support place there and a district alliance and some absorption spells and some more places there. Another gnome, another human, a crazy engineer. Look at he looks crazy. He's petting a skull. A sorcerer, another gnome. Lots of gnomes here and humans. Another human executioner. Another gnome. More gnomes. Oh my gosh, so many gnomes. Another sorcerer there. He looks a little bit more friendly. Another airship. This one they're calling it an airship. An archmage. Some kind of hero guy. Another queen here. Another flying gnome. I dig it. And a fawn statue monster. That's kind of interesting. I dig that. I was not expecting a fawn randomly to show up. Why not? Okay. 2 more. Take a look here, see what we got. We have, purple. This is going to be, I think, bad. Yep, evil plays Tiny Gargoyle. A lot of flying early creatures there. The Chimney Imp from Magic the Gathering or something. Yona the Punisher. A Cave Beast. Broken Dreams. That looks weird. What the heck's up with the mouth there? I don't like that at all. Coward Vampire. What a loser. Control Tower. A Village Ghost. Chosen Alchemist. Spasm. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that looks painful. A Shrewd Warrior. Again, looks painful. A lot of pain in this place. The City Center. Oh yeah, that looks like a lovely City Center. Strength of the Halkashan. That looks like a freaking cool card. I dig that card. Another vampire here. Another spectrum or a ghost. Another vampire. Tear Soul Away. Yeah, ouch. Vampire's Hall Support Place. Cathedral Gargoyle. Again, more flying. Azkar the Black Knight. Oh man, these are so cool. I love the world that they're building here. Another vampire. Another gargoyle. That's a beefy gargoyle there. Another sorceress lady who's probably no good. The Old Village. A jackal. It's not a jackal. There is no jackal. Full moon spell. A demon now is what we're going for here. Another sorcerer. Again, bad times for people around him. More support. Another ghost. Well, at least it's a spectrum. Dracno the Immortal. That's kind of interesting. It's kind of like a skeleton guy that's still walking around.
another ghost spectrum person, another vampire, and then another spectrum. Though it looks pretty demonic to me, a demon ghost. That's what we're all about here. All right, we got one more after this. So let's go ahead and take a look, wrap things up, whatever is in here. I am curious. Okay, let's see here. Oh, the Woods of Annabelle. That's this one here. So it looks like I got 2 of each, but there's probably 3 of each normally, unless there's... Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out. Okay, we got a heck, which is really an int. But here they're hex. Either way, 3 letters. That's important. Shield. This might be kind of a defensive nature one by the looks of it. Oath of the Hex. Okay. Delta, the White River. That's a crazy looking... That's like Ark Survival, the video game. A Recruit Elf. Open Sky. A Shooter Elf. Elven Gate support, Stars Rain spell, that's cool. Some big city, another Archer Elf, probably a lot of ranged attacks here. Sorceress, doesn't really say if they're like, it's always only one, so this is like a Sorceress Elf by the looks of the ears. Melindor to some named elf guy. Same with another named elf lady, riding a very cool kind of mount there. This Friend of the Trees, whoever this guy is. It looks like they got multiple of them. A Druid Sorcerer. A Young Strategist Elf. We got another Heck. Another elf here. Almost a Twilight Elf by the looks of it. Countess of Drelin Elf. That's interesting. Another elf here. A little Legolas kind of guy. Another elf. Lots of elves. This is cool art. I love this art. Use this person more often. I dig that. It's this placeholder image, but I like it. But it kind of reminds me of like a little bit older Magic the Gathering a little bit. Maybe that's why. Okay, we got the green spirit thing here. He looks kind of nasty. What the heck's in his stomach? A Wall of Trees. Oh, this is cool. Thessa, the White Wings Goddess Elf. It's like the Wonder Woman elf. Goldwyn Elf. These guys are cool. Sagittarius, legendary creature. Interesting. And then look at this. Lendarian Divine Deer. Very cool. I dig it. All right. That's it, guys. That's all the cards. That is Eusopia. I hope you enjoyed that unboxing. If you have any questions at all, let me know. I'll get a review out to you guys for this game. Let you know what I think about it real soon. So if you're interested in that, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. With that, I'll let you guys go. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye.